What's good? It's Chigozie. Monday, November 18th, 2019. Walmart is participating in more shootings by the numbers. So Walmart, the supermarket, they sell groceries, clothes, electronics, and they also sell fear, lies, and propaganda, all by the numbers. And this is a play from the Jesuit order. As you can see clearly right here, the red and black Jesuit order colors again inside of ritual. And I even said yesterday, I said it doesn't matter if the Sunday rituals are over. The next day they're gonna put out more because they do this every single day. Just like how in August, after that weekend, we were still seeing Jesuit order rituals throughout the week. So that being said, let's start out with seeing how many days from the last Walmart shooting in El Paso is till today. Society of Jesus equals 83. It was 8/3 till today. And again, Amos Russell Solar, she said look up for today because of the 322nd day of the year. Clearly these people are doing it. Look at this shit. 107 days. Ritual sacrifice equals 107. 107's the 28th prime. And today's all about the number 28. We looked at this in our last video. I reminded you, 1811, 1811 is the 280th prime. I said I'm going to do things by the number 28, the Lima 28, Mason 28, Kill 28. Here, 107. And guess what? This is even better. I went too far there. Don't even have to go that far. Shooting equals 107. So shooting equals 107 using the alphabetical order. S is the 19th letter, H is the 8th, O is the 15th. 107 days from the last shooting, they're doing another shooting. This is textbook. I mean, how easy is it to say, oh, let's see 107 days later, let's see what they do. And they're doing another shooting at Walmart. Walmart's practicing gematria, Kabbalah, numerology. If you're new to this channel, this is literally what's going on. And we're going to look at the event and see what they're doing. See Oklahoma, etc. Oklahoma equals 76, like blood sacrifice. 31, 140, and 41. But this is the big blood sacrifice number, 76. OK equals 28, I recall correctly. OK, 28. 107 days. See how they do this? 107 days, the 28th prime. On 1811, 1811 is the 280th prime. They're putting this out in OK, which is Oklahoma. So then you want to type in Oklahoma, just to see the statehood it is, see what state it is. I like to do this. It adds to the riddles. Well, they do riddles based on it, so it gives you more information to see. Is it really the 46th state? Unbelievable. Sacrifice equals 46. Chaos equals 46. Order out of chaos. We have this 322nd day of the year, the skull and bones number. See what I'm saying? 46th state. I honestly thought it would be not so old or not so young, but I guess it is. The 47th state's around there somewhere too, so I think New Mexico. So the 46th state in Duncan, Oklahoma, again, sacrifice 46, chaos 46, shooting equals 46. When you reverse alphabetical order, H is 19. So 1 plus 9 is 10, so reducing H only once, shooting 46. Duncan, Oklahoma, where it's at, 83. When was the El Paso, Texas shooting? That was an 8/3. 83 is the 23rd prime number. El Paso equals 23. Do you see how it is always the same numbers? El Paso 23. We also get the 31 today with the 31 connection, not with the date numerology, but we're looking at earlier. I think Oklahoma equals 31. So we had El Paso 31. Now we have Oklahoma 31. All participating in this by the numbers. So I do want to see what Duncan equals by itself. Duncan equals 33, 105 like Masonry, 21 like Saturn like Jesuit, 57 like Scottish Rite. It's from the Scottish Rite Freemasons. And of course, today with this very big Donald Trump connection in the numerology, we get connections to Walmart. Oh, one more thing. I can't believe I didn't call this out. Oklahoma equals 41. Today's a date with a lifeless number of 41. You see how the date numerology just fits so well with this event? Oklahoma 41. El Paso equals 68, 23, 31. Today's a date with 68, 23 numerology. in tribute to El Paso and Oklahoma now 41. See how this works? Killing 43 with 43 days remaining. All before we've even looked through the propaganda. We looked at the first line, and we have nothing. So do you see how we've seen all this already, and they've given us nothing? You say this is a developing story, etc. They've given us no information, but I've shown you already how it's completely by the numbers. Well, I didn't show you anything. This is things that have been called out by other people. Duncan Public Schools equals 211. Duncan Public Schools equal. It's just like this. I mean, come on. Look how coded this is. Look at Duncan Public Schools and then Oklahoma. Overlap. Oklahoma, 140, 76. Duncan Public Schools, 104, 76. It's 104, 140. They're similar. The same. You drop the zero numerologies. They're coding 1476. But sacrifice 76. See what I'm saying? $94. El Paso equals 94, reversing the alphabetical order. Duncan Public Schools 94. See what I'm saying? El Paso 68. They was 68 numerology. And they were talking about it. Remember we saw on the front page a couple videos ago. This was yesterday. They're talking about the El Paso shooting. They brought it back up. On a date with 44 days remaining, shooting 44. And now that was pretty much softening the mind, putting it back in your memory. So when they put this out, it all makes sense. I just can't believe how accurately they put out this propaganda. It blows my mind. It really does. Like every single time. I just wish there was a stronger Walmart connection, as in, I don't know. I feel like the last ones, Walmart completely branded it with their numbers. But I mean, we've seen so much already. Walmart's 47 like Trump, 25 like Trump. And you know, Walmart's supposed to be that, like, if you're not from America, you might not get it, but like the stereotypes with Walmart, they kind of go with the stereotypes of Republicans and Trump supporters. It's like a lower class, ignorant type of place. But you know what I'm trying to say? I'm not trying to like say something and be like offensive. Not that I care, but you know what I mean? I'm trying to convey it to be logical and objective. And I can't really put it into words unless you live in America. You know what I'm talking about. But Walmart's like a Trump-related type of place. I mean, it's subsidized by the government anyway and all that. But that's it. Just for extra stuff, let's look at Sooner, because they're called the Sooners. Sooner equals 76. I mean, what? How do people deny this gematria? Why the fuck are they called Sooners anyway? Yeah, they give you some dumb riddle narrative. Why is Sooner? They could be called anything. The Oklahoma, anything. But no, they are the Sooners. The only state called the Sooners. Sooner, Oklahoma. Both 76 and 31. How, and see, they laid it out. Oklahoma 76. Okay, take an alphabetical order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3. Oklahoma 76. Once you get to K, the 11th letter, 1 plus 1 is 2. So you reduce each letter to a single digit, add them, 31. Now reverse the alphabetical order. A is 21, or excuse me, A is 26, Z is 1. Sooner equals 76. And when you apply that numerology to each digit, you get 31. Very neatly how they lay this out. Of course, Sooner, 8676, we have a blood sacrifice in the Sooner state. It's just so clear. Now we have to refresh this piece of propaganda. Also, I did see this earlier, but I didn't say anything. 1221, 1 plus 2 is 3, 33, coding right there. Yep, and then look at this. 1258. Updated at 1258. Freemasonry equals 58. Secret Society equals 58. I'm going to show you an example that's unrelated to this, in a sense. Columbus Police equals 58, but just to show you more of that, and I'm saying that because who do we get here? The police, always letting you know who's putting this out. And remember we had the black and red cars? Now we have black and red here too. It's the Jesuit order branding this propaganda, putting it out. And guys, mark my words, I've made sure this whole time not to say anything about the event. You know, I've just been showing you the numbers and showing you what this CNN is. It's always a bunch of coded propaganda and fear porn and distraction. It is. Doesn't matter what it's about. So before YouTube says I'm bullying or any of that bullshit, I didn't say anything. I've been talking about Walmart. I've been talking about the gematria. I've been talking a lot about Oklahoma, showing you how Sooner equals the same thing. And then perfect. We can close this off. 1258. They added maybe a couple more paragraphs, if anything. So, but I've documented already. There'll be times where they won't add anything, and they'll still change the time. But they added stuff. It looks longer. The Duncan Banner newspaper, quoting local police, also said the gunman was among 3 killed in the parking lot. 3 killed. At least it's not 4 this time, but 3, Holy Trinity. Duncan Police Department. This is what I wanted to look for, and I want to find the name of the police officer. Also, they say in a Facebook post, Freemasonry equals 58, so does Facebook. Another 58 for you, and 31. That's what they tell you about a Facebook post. Facebook 31, like Sooner, like Oklahoma. Facebook 41. Unbelievable. Just think about it, think about it, think about it. In this very small article, they have to let you know about a Facebook post. This could have been through Instagram. It could have been through their official system. It didn't have to be a Facebook post, but they used Facebook posts and Oklahoman propaganda. You have to keep these things in mind. This is the pattern they'll use then for Oklahoman propaganda. Is how it always works. Duncan Police Department 118, a lot like November 18th. Death equals 118. 233 conspiracy 51. That's the 51st prime. The 13th Fibonacci number. 361, reflection of that is 163, the 38th prime. Death, killing, murder equals 38. It's also the 19th triangular number. Or excuse me, no it's not. No it's not. It is the square 19. So 19 times 19 is 361. Chaos equals 19. They're all about order out of chaos. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If anything happens to it, you know that the censorship's ramped up because I did nothing. Gunman kills at least 2 people. This one's 2 dead. 2 people. When you write out 2, you get 58, like Freemasonry. Again, update it to, or 1258. The whole name Duncan's been in my head too. Like, I don't know who they're syncing this up with. Like, I don't, for example, if Tim Duncan was still relevant, but who knows, they still could. It's just an example. And that's where you kind of got to think further. Why Duncan? Why else? There's definitely a deeper riddle that I don't really know. All right, peace out.